We are back with some more Colts franchise, and the draft season is finally here. We are in our second to last draft with the Colts until this series is over, and probably one of our biggest drafts just because of the amount of picks we have and the amount of top picks we have. I mean, we have 6 picks in the first 3 rounds, so those are going to be very, very crucial here to hopefully push us to at least get to like the championship. I mean, I have not made it out of the divisional round yet. Made playoffs every year and made, I think, the divisional every year, but like once or twice. So, got to do better to get, longer lasting seasons going. But I'm going to quickly show you guys my draft board here and some guys that are interesting. I had a lot of defensive tackles, but now that we got DeMarcus Lawrence, there's really no reason to draft an early defensive tackle. There's some corners here. This guy looks pretty solid here. Nick Demps could be a nice slot guy for us. There's this guy, Deontay Bush, another slot guy for us. Or even this guy. I have a tight end that could pair with Colby Parkinson, depending on, if he gets there. We got Eric Kendricks, so no reason to draft an early linebacker now. There's some receivers, a center here, and some other receivers. I mean, there's a lot of good talent here in these top rounds, especially at corner. I mean, there's corners for days. So I'm probably just going to draft best available. I'm not going to draft for need. Like if there's like a center that's like projected late round 2, I'm not going to pick him in the first. We're just going to draft, best available on my board, go from there, and I'll see you guys when we get to pick 20. All right, we are finally on the clock here. There was a center that almost fell to me, which would have been absolutely fantastic if that was the case. But if we're just looking at first round talents, I'm going to pick one of these corners here. I think that other center that was first round left. Oh no, he's still here. But I'm probably going to pick it with my next pick if he makes it. But I'm looking at one of these corners here. Got a late first rounder in Nick Demps. And we got a mid first rounder in Deontay Bush, who he actually is, a slot guy. So I think that's who I'm going to roll with. Because we need a slot guy with Kenny Moore being gone, Rakusin being gone. We need someone, to play that slot spot. So I think Deontay is who we're going to roll with. Doesn't look the fastest, but he's a slot guy. That's just what we need. So Deontay Bush, that's who we're rolling with. Normal dev. He's ranked 15, got him at 20. I wish he was hidden. That would have been nice. 91 speed, 93 acceleration. I mean, his stats aren't that bad. That's not too bad. I can roll with that. I can definitely roll with that. I wish he was hidden dev. That would have been absolutely cheeky. But let me go ahead and I got to take a picture so I can send it to the little Discord chat. But that's not bad. That's definitely not bad. I can live with that. We'll just stay rolling here because we got another pick here at 23. I'm going to pick that late round center if he makes it, I think. I'm tempted. Wide receiver is always tempting just because it's exciting. Like, oh, what if you get someone with some crazy speed or some crazy stats? This guy's a late first rounder. He's the only first round one even available. If I do get a receiver, it might be a second round guy. Someone maybe with some speed. See if we can get, some cheeky going on with him. Maybe get some end arounds. I mean, we got more end arounds and stuff with the what's it called? With the Bengals playbook than we did have with the Vikings playbook. I think the Vikings only had that one little sweep, but the Bengals, off the top of my head, have like 3 or 4, and they even have a tight end reverse thing as well. This tight end's also, interesting. Mid first rounder. He looks like a beast. I just don't. It's not worth it. I have Colby being our starting tight end. If he somehow falls to the second round, I would definitely snag him. I would not. I mean, we do need a tight end. I was aiming at one of these 4th round guys that I have here. Later on, late 3rd or early 4th, snag one of these guys. But if Dom Green can somehow fall to the second, I mean, I will take him in a heartbeat. Look, he's even come out of Washington too. Like, I mean, he lives in this. He went to a college that the same state I live in. Like, we gotta show some respect for the man there. This guy's got some pace too, Tyler. So that wouldn't be a bad little pick there. Let's see who the Giants picked. Nick Demps. So we chose the right one. Nick Demps is 72 overall. Maybe he was hidden dev. Maybe he wasn't. Who knows? But the other dude that we got was a 74, which I'm totally fine with him playing the slot. It was between him or, I mean, look at the other corners on our roster. I mean, one of these two would have to play in the slot. So definitely needed a slot guy who'll fly right in there. I'm hoping this center stays available because we do need a center, and I think that's the best pick at this spot for us. There's a bunch of defensive tackles, a receiver. I don't know how he got. Good thing I remembered. He's all the way down here somehow. I don't know how he got lost down there. This guy second. I mean, we still got plenty talent. Plenty talent. He's the third rounder down here. Look at these corners, man. I might honestly draft another corner as well, just so we have some depth there, because we got so many picks. We really do, but we'll just have to kind of see. I do need to draft a fullback too, because Derek Watt's gone. We got 3 fullbacks here, so we definitely need to snatch one of those fullbacks there. It'd be nice if people would make their picks, man. We had to wait the whole clock for the Giants, and are we really about to wait the whole entire clock for the Panthers? Like, come on now. I only could talk for so... There it is. So he picks a defensive tackle, Jaden Campbell. We will be going and drafting that center, our new starting center here. Donovan Durant. Late first rounder, A- pass block, B+ impact, and B+ pass block finesse. He was a third rounder, but now he's a late first rounder. We'll go ahead and pick him. Ooh, hidden dev. Okay. Ranked 26, got him at 23. Oh, I was not expecting a hidden dev center. That is what we like to see. We are back on the clock, and if we go by... highest on our draft board, it's looking like, I could go linebacker. I really could. Late first rounder. I think I'm going to wait and see if he makes it to my second pick, because I know how people love to do drafts. A lot of user drafts, people go for receivers like crazy. I actually am going to draft a receiver. Just, I'm trying to draft the most impactful players. Maybe this guy has crazy speed or some crazy stats, or maybe he's like a superstar or something. You never know. Enrique Douglas, early second rounder here. It's what we're rolling with. He's got decent combine, so that's who we're getting. 70 overall. Not what we wanted to see there. I was praying we could get hidden dev or something. 40, got him at 47. All right, well... I was hoping for at least like a hidden dev or something. I don't know. He'll probably won't see too much time, unfortunately. But I think I am going to draft that linebacker if he lasts to my next pick, because maybe that linebacker can play over the guy we traded for, and then the guy we traded for can just be a depth piece. So we'll have to find out when we get to this next pick. We're one pick away with our second round pick. First, second round pick might have been a little bit of a bust. I wanted to draft a receiver. It's always fun drafting skilled position players, so I definitely wanted to draft one and just see maybe I can get blessed with a hidden dev or someone with some decent stats. He didn't have the worst stats, but not good enough stats for me to play him over Paris in the slot or something like that. I was really hoping I could find someone with some crazy speed in the draft so I could play him over Paris, because the guy that went first overall in this draft had 98 speed wide receiver. He was like a 76 overall, 98 speeds, just an absolute glitch. That is something that I wish I could get on my squad and just throw some absolute nukes to him. But unfortunately we did not. We're going to be drafting this linebacker if he stays, and maybe maybe I start him over Gilbert III, the guy we traded for in that Bobby Okereke trade. Really nothing else. There's a lot of receivers in the second round, but I don't want to draft another receiver at this point. I do need a fullback. I'm not going to spend a second rounder. That would be completely useless. Another corner would be nice, but there's a lot of depth here. If I go to corner, look at all this. I got plenty of time. Plenty of chances to draft a corner here, but we'll draft hopefully this linebacker here, and then with our third round pick, we'll probably draft a guard, get that situated. Please don't pick this linebacker. He does not. He picks us. That does not look the greatest here. But mid to late second round, and you're getting a first round talent. That's pretty amazing if you ask me. So Isaiah Jenkins, here he is, B+, B+, B. Go ahead and drafting him. Normal dev. That's unfortunate, but 29 at 52, you can't really complain too much about that. Decent tackle power. Okay, he might honestly. This guy might just sit behind Gilbert the third, and maybe he'll play next season. We'll see. But, I mean, I got to draft best available, and he's by far, I mean, getting a first-round talent that late, I got to try to get him. We are almost up again here in the third round, and there is a center that I'm praying could get to me here, and I'm going to convert him to right guard, and he'll be our starting right guard if he gets past us here. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. We will be praying for this man, because if we do not get this guy, I mean, the left guard that we have, there's only one left that's even projected to get drafted. He's a 7th rounder. There's a right guard that's I forgot to put a thing on him. There's a 5th rounder and 2 6th rounders. But this is what we really want. The early 3rd round center here, Mitchell Rosen, looks solid. B+, B+B. I mean, decent combine too. Definitely want that man. We could rotate him over to right guard. I'm going to be very upset if he gets picked a pick before me, because I was regretting not picking him in the 2nd round. I was like, should I have picked him over that linebacker, because, you know, it's really a need, but I thought maybe there's a chance he can get to the middle of the 3rd round for us. Please, Texans, come on, man. I know we're in the same division. I know you want a scumbag, but please don't see a center. Yes, oh my God, that's very scary there. So we'll go ahead and pick our guy here. This is what we wanted. Move him to right guard. Mitchell Rosen starting right guard for us. Normal dev. He's a 70 overall in true value. Got him at 79. Decent strength. Okay, I mean this will be our starting right guard. We'll have to work with it, but we needed that. That was huge. All right, we're back up in the 3rd round. We need a backup tight end. We might reach a little bit, but I don't know if he's going to get to us. And it's between these two. Tyler Pryor, he's got a lot of speed. He's actually was 1st in the class for tight end, so that's kind of cool. But I'd much rather would want Julian Dorsett. I feel like he's going to be better run blocking. He's going to be our 2nd tight end. Behind Colby, obviously. He was 1st in the bench press, so he's got to have some good strength. You know, he still has some decent stats. He's a late 4th rounder. We're going to reach a little bit, but I just don't know if he's going to make it to the 4th round for me, because skilled position players go quick in drafts. So we're going to draft him. Hidden dev. Okay. Definitely didn't expect a hidden dev there. Run blocking is 58. I mean, I wonder what the other guy's run blocking is going to be, but I'm interested to see. It's got to be like star. There's no way this is a superstar, but definitely need a backup tight end. Like I said, I knew I was going to reach a bit, but I just didn't know if he'd get there, and I liked his profile. So we'll see what that hidden dev turns out. So we're back up in the 4th round. We're going to be picking this corner. I still have a 2nd round wide receiver, which is insane value for him to even still be on the board here. I don't know. I really don't know how he is still on the board, but there's no reason for me to draft him. I'm going to be getting this corner here. And in the 5th round, I'm hoping this fullback stays, because we do need a fullback, so that's kind of the plan here. 5th rounder, I'll snag that fullback. But Derek Hatchlett is going to be who we get. Just get some depth. He's a mid-3rd round talent. Not expecting too much out of the guy. He's a hidden dev, apparently. 74 at, oh my days. Well, maybe this guy will be our slot guy, depending if he's some like crazy hidden dev, like he's a superstar or something. Okay, I was not expecting that. We are about to be up here in round 5, and the 2nd round fullback is still on the board. He made it to us. We're getting all of the players we want are getting to us. So we're going to go ahead and draft him. We need a fullback. We don't even have a fullback on our roster. So Stephen Little, he will be on the squad. Let's see what he's looking like. Normal dev. He's a 71 overall. Can't quite complain there. I mean, 79 lead block, 79 acceleration. I mean, this is a solid player for a fullback here. All right, we're back up on the clock in the 6th round. 2 more picks left. Our 7th round pick, I'm just gonna pick a random lineman. We need a backup right guard, so I'm just gonna pick a random right guard, and he'll be our backup. But don't really know what we need for our 6th round pick here. We have a punter, which we definitely don't need a punter. Apparently he's got some pace too. Look at this man's pace. We could draft another corner. There's really no reason. I mean, we could 4-4-4. I think I might go with this wide receiver though. We'll just draft him in mid-4th rounder. We'll try it out. I mean, Really no reason to draft a man. We can try and see if we get blessed. You know, he's decent. 109 at 180. This guy's got some pretty good stats. I'm not gonna lie. He'll be a decent backup for us. But that 7th round pick will be 89. Change of direction. Hold on. We might have a special teamer here. That is cheeky. We'll have to take a look at that. His juke move's not too bad either. But this man might be a special team. But that 89 change of direction is solid. But that 7th round is just going to be a random guard. Like I said, we just need a backup. And then once we make that pick, we'll be simming to the regular season. And then I'll show you guys my cuts. And then we'll be up out of here. We are about to be up with our last pick in the draft here. And like I said, it's just going to be a backup right guard. We're just going to be drafting some random absolute bum here at right guard. We're just going to be picking someone with a cool name probably. So let's go ahead and see what we got. We got Lance Larson. We got all kinds of crazy people. We got Rayshawn Pamphel. I think this guy's got a crazy ass name, dude. Let's pick Rayshawn Pamphel. Yeah, 58 overall. Oh my days. That is going to be our backup guard, but that guy is tragic. So we are finally here, week 4 in preseason. We've cut down. We are ready to roll for our week 1 game. I'm just going to quickly wrap up everything we've done from the end of the draft until now. We did change some positions. We moved Mitchell Rosen, our center, to right guard. So he is now going to be our starting right guard. He did actually go up an overall. So he was a 68 or 16. I think he's a 69 overall, and now he's a 70. We moved our outside linebacker that we drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round. I think it was 2nd round. Isaiah Jenkins. Moved him to right outside linebacker just to play behind Gilbert the third. Maybe he'll get a start over him, but I think Gilbert will just get that one season, and then either next season Isaiah will step in or we'll draft another guy. But I think I'm going to start Gilbert. We did have to cut a few people to make room for the 50. They cut it down to 53. We cut running back David Knowles, Cortland Hawkins, outside linebacker Josh Hess. We moved Lamar Locke to the practice squad. He did start, in some packages last season for us. He was our backup safety. Kept him, moved him to the practice squad, and we also released wide receiver Paul Whitaker. So we were at 53 now. We'll go ahead and show you guys the overalls of our team and all that good stuff. Surprisingly, our center is actually a superstar. So that is a huge draft pick there. My man, freaking Donovan Durant, superstar. So I'm very excited to get him to 500 downs played and see what kind of superstar ability we get for that. That's amazing. I'm very excited about that. Not Josh Rosen. Definitely not Josh Rosen. Mitchell Rosen will be our starting right guard here. Not too bad. I think we did pretty good at, these two positions here. We got rid of Ryan Kelly. Pouncey obviously left. Replaced Pouncey with Rosen, and we replaced Ryan Kelly, who was getting up there in age, with a superstar center. So I'm very, very proud of what we did there. Dorsett, the tight end we drafted, he'll be playing behind Colby, and he is a star, which is probably what I expected. He's not too bad. He's a big guy too. I mean, he's 270 pounds. He's a huge dude. So maybe we can get him in some, red zone packages. I'm not too sure. Mainly be Colby. Receivers, everything really staying the same here, same starting lineup. We do have some rookies down here in Rutger and Douglas. Douglas and Rutger are actually going to be our kick returners. Both of them are going to be back there. We're just trying them out, putting a rookie back to see if we can make something happen. We have our new fullback that we drafted, Steven Little. He's a normal dev, but looks pretty solid. I mean, his stats are basically the exact same as Derek Watt, so no reason to re-sign Derek Watt. We can roll out a rookie fullback there. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball, really not too much changes here. Corners are staying the exact same. We do have Deontay Bush. He's going to be our new nickel corner, so he's going to be playing in that slot. Got decent speed. He knows man's not too bad. Play recognition not too bad. Press is okay. So he has 75 hit power too, apparently too. So he can absolutely dominate people, which is pretty good for a corner. But we'll see how he does in the slot. That's going to be our new slot guy. We do have Hatchett here. He was also a star development. If he was superstar, I probably would have started him over Deontay Bush, but he is star dev, so he's going to be our 4th corner. He'll probably barely come in certain packages, but he'll still come in every once in a while. And then we got Cook down here behind them all. Free safety, Julian Blackman staying the same. Same thing with Jabril staying the same. Barrington, I believe, was on our practice squad. I decided to keep him over Lamar Locke. Locke had a lot more speed, but worse zone and way worse hit power. And I like my strong safeties to be able to hit. So Derek is going to be on the squad this season. You know, Lamar's still going to be on the practice squad. Darius Leonard, obviously our starting left outside linebacker. Eric Kendricks, our new middle linebacker. Like I said, he's got that lurker ability, which could be very, very fun to use. I'm going to be using him quite a bit to see if that ability is some cheese. And then we got Gilbert III on the other outside linebacker spot. He's got a lot of speed, good tackling, decent zone, so we'll see how he plays out. We also have the rookie Isaiah Jenkins behind him. I mean, he's going to be kind of, if we get an injury at any 3 linebacker spots, he'll probably be the guy to fill the role of that injury. So he's playing backup to pretty much all 3 of these guys. Don't think it's worth starting him over Gilbert. You know, maybe we could try to develop him, but I just don't think it's worth it. We only got 2 seasons left, so we got to roll out our best lineup. Not really a time to start developing rookies here. You know, on the defensive side, we got to be out and ball. These 2 will probably both leave in the offseason, I would assume. I don't see myself re-signing either of them. So maybe Jenkins can start next season, but this season, this is the 3 we're going to be rolling out there with. Obviously, the defensive line absolutely loaded between Jared Davenport, D-Buck, Carden, and DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, that defensive line is insane. I'm very excited to get that rolling and see how they do. Special teams, nothing really changed besides I did take out my starting lineman for the long snapper spot. Just don't want to get them hurt. I don't know why. I think Quentin Nelson was here like the whole entire time, which it's just, I mean, I don't want them to get hurt. So we got some backups out here at long snapper. Hines is still going to be our punt returner. No reason to not put him back there. He's been pretty electric there. Kick returns for us have been terrible. So we got 2 rookies there. We got Mr. Douglas, who I believe we drafted in the 3rd round. He's going to be getting the start at kick return. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 agility, which isn't too bad. 88 change of direction, 76 juke move. It was between him and Rutger. Rucker is a little bit slower, 89 speed, 90 acceleration. His change of direction juke's a little bit better, but he's also going to be back there. Those are the 2 guys we're going to have back there. See how they do. Our kick returns this whole entire series have really been kind of trash. I mean, we haven't really got any good kick returns at all. We've got decent punt returns with Hines, so that's why he's going to stay that spot, but our kick returns have been terrible. So hopefully Douglas, a little rookie, can make an impact there for us. That would be nice. Specialist packages, Deontay Bush, like I said, going to be our slot guy. These 3 are going to be our rush packages here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Darius Leonard's going to be our sub linebacker. Eric Kendricks right behind him. JT's power back. Hines 3rd down back. And Paris Campbell in the slot. And like I said, our practice squad so far is just Lamar Locke. So that is our 53-man roster. Very, very excited to get into the season, especially with, you know, the new additions we got on the defense. I'm hoping that helps out a lot. I'll take you through the regular season. Taking on the Jags and in Week 1, Texans, Detroit Lions, Raiders, who is a very tough opponent, just was the 1st seed, I believe, last season. Bills, Patriots, who we've yet to beat. He's beat us like 2 or 3 times. Bears, Titans, then we head into a bye. Come out and play the Vikings, the Steelers, Texans, Dolphins, Packers, Jets, Titans, and Jags. So, decent, you know, it's a decent schedule. Nothing too crazy. The beginning, I think the first half is where most of the difficult opponents are. Not to knock any of these guys, but just if we're just taking at playoffs last year, we got playoff contender here, or definitely a playoff team. I'm gonna assume the Titans do better this season, so playoffs. Then you got playoffs. And then you got almost made playoffs, and then I think Jets did make the playoffs. So definitely think the first half's slightly harder. So we'll see. Definitely be nice to start 2-0, get those 2 divisional games out of the way, get 2 dubs. That is our team. Let me know how you guys think we did in the draft. I think we did pretty damn good. I mean, we addressed the positions we needed. We got a superstar center, which is amazing. Hopefully we get a decent ability, got some decent backups. Got a nice little fullback. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.